Hello? Yes, this is Amanda.
Well, hi, Amanda. I just wanted to call and reach out. I know you contacted my office to talk about how worried you are about the Trump administration's plan to cut Medicaid and programs at the Department of Education. I am certainly right there with you. With two kids in our local public schools myself, my wife and I are very, very concerned. And of course, thinking about so many people who need Medicaid for so many different reasons. And I'd love to chat with you about it, but I'd love to hear about your kids.
Yeah, so I have two children.
My oldest has a rare neurodevelopmental disorder, and then my youngest is on the autism spectrum. So they're both in public school. One of them receives services, or she's placed in a special day class. The other one has received special education services. And then in addition to that, they also receive resources through the regional center. And they've been in regional center since they both were, my daughter was about 6 months old. My son was, I think, 18 months old once we realized that he was having some speech delays. And from there, we have, they have qualified for a Medicaid waiver and, something that we, like my husband and I don't qualify for, but based on their need, like having this additional resource has really helped us. So
what would happen, thank you for sharing that. What would happen in your view if that support were cut off?
So there was a time
where we didn't know about the resource. My husband and I both had our own individual insurance. My daughter was having a very hard time medically and was in the ER pretty much every week to every other week with pretty severe seizures. We were in close to $100,000 worth of medical debt, even having her, covered through our insurance. And we had been in the unfortunate situation of having to even stop and pause to think, can we afford to take her to the hospital again? And this is like life-saving measures that they're having to perform. And to me, I would never want any kind of family to have those thoughts about, their child's care
in life.
No parent should ever have to worry about making sure their kids can get medical care, can get the assistance that they need. And I'm just so thankful to you for sharing your story and for the courage that you've got. And I want you to know we're going to do everything we can for your family. We're going to do all we can to protect Medicaid, which of course in California is known as Medi-Cal. But there's just such a fundamental cruelty to wanting to cut services for those who need the help the most. And I think about families like yours and the very important role that is played from a federal perspective. Obviously, gutting the Department of Education, gutting Medicaid as we know it will have severe negative consequences on families all across our district and all around this country. So I'm very grateful to you for sharing your story, for highlighting what could happen in terms of your own family. And I just want you to know I'm here for you in any way that I can help, and I will not give up.
Thank you.